Jay, are you
Where is
listening
he?
into
There he
this
is.
nonsense?
I
I
got
heard
him.
that. Good morning.
Okay. Ooh, do you have a cold?
Who?
Jay.
I'm working on, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Why
hear
would he have a
that.
cold? Only because he sits in a cold attic and does a 3-hour morning show every day?
I'd like
I
to
would
think
say
I
that's
sound
it.
sexy, though.
I think
I'm
you do. I
bringing
would do you.
sexy back.
I really
What?
would.
What?
Just
Seriously,
for
really?
those of you out there listening on the 495, which is a Long Island Expressway westbound, you have a disabled truck. This is important that I announce this. Disabled
Okay.
truck at exit 40, which is Jericho. All lanes are blocked except for the HOV. And they estimate, well, now they're estimating
Okay.
they're estimating a half hour now delay. But they before when it first came out about 5 minutes ago, they said 2 hours. So
Yeesh.
yeah.
Okay.
So check this out. Are you ready for this?
No.
Are you ready for this?
No,
Are you ready
I-
for this? Please say a Texas woman. What is Jay? What are you doing, Jay? I was in the middle of reading.
There's no audio or
On-
video, so I just
Whoa, whoa,
unfroze
whoa,
it.
whoa! What do you mean? Well, communicate with me. There's no audio.
I'm sorry, I just unfroze it was all.
Okay.
It should be good now, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
good.
I was just trying to help.
Well,
I know, and I appreciate you.
I
I
have
truly
no clue what
appreciate
you
your
guys
help.
are
I
doing.
didn't
I
realize you were
still-
reading from that computer.
I'm
sorry.
just here to
I
talk.
still don't know
What-
what didn't we have audio or what
Stream, for whatever reason, the video is frozen.
is it still?
Yes.
Okay. Stand by.
Okay.
Standing
sorry,
by.
I really
No,
apologize.
no,
guys.
it's
I
okay.
didn't
It's
realize
okay. You did
that
you were trying to help.
You guys are the tech guys. I just sit here and talk. Okay, fine.
According to my computers, we should not be frozen. So I'm going to check.
Okay.
I'm going to check. Let's see here.
What are you checking?
I apologize. I didn't realize that was going to interrupt the show.
It's all right, Jay. You bastard. No, it's all right.
Oh, hey.
Jay got a new
hey.
Jay got a new motorcycle.
What did you name it, Jace?
Homo.
I haven't yet.
What?
Homo.
I think you should name it after
You
the woman
shush.
that bought you the gift. Actually, I think you should name it Sweet Stephanie. I'm just saying.
Somebody check stream, please, and tell me if it's working. All right.
It's not launching.
It's not launching. So let me do this. Hold on. Let me relaunch it here. See, Helen, the best laid plans of mice and men end up
Yes.
taking it right in your rear end. Oh, that.
Okay, you see, I'm going to smack you. You know,
What?
I'm sorry I told you. I really am sorry I told you. Really. I'm very proud of this. It's actually 150 pages
I like
of
to write.
funny stuff.
I don't like to write. I took the class. Sometimes I like to take it. Never mind. All
No.
right. What?
Oh my gosh, we're on FM. Good Lord.
I didn't say the word.
Ay, yeesh, oof,
I didn't say the
wow.
word.
Well, yeah, but people are thinking it.
There's
stop
no business like show business. Anyway.
Are we in show business? I don't think this is radio business. It's
Jay,
not show
I just
business.
restarted OBS. I hate the OBS.
Thank you.
What's OBS?
It's irritable
I
bowel
was-
syndrome.
I was actually going there, which, no, you're not doing that today. You're not doing that today. Stop it.
Anyway, all right. Let's see. Is it working now, Jace?
Facebook is, Heather Claire Lander says Facebook is fine, Eric. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Randy. Good morning, Austin. Hi, everybody. It is a bit of a gloomy Monday here on Long Island, so hopefully the sun's going to come out. But as I was looking at the news today, there was a lot of shootings going on. I'm not even covering them because they're just too depressing, but I do have stories about.
We might have to restart this computer. I don't know what else to do because it's showing me, everything.
Okay.
According to me here, everything is working just wonderful.
Okay.
But it's not. So that's, and then again, it could be, this is what I'm always saying with regards to other dealing,
What?
well, I was going to make this announcement later, but tomorrow, you're going to have to watch us on copandcrew.com because if you don't,
Yeah.
you're not
Okay.
going to watch us. That's it.
All
I
right,
mean,
everybody,
bottom line.
remember that. You have to go to copandcrew.com
We'll
tomorrow.
we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We'll still be on Facebook and all that other
Okay,
nonsense.
all right.
But if you really want to, do the right thing, then you're going to want to be with us. So
Want to be with us, funny people. Guess what, everybody? Lisa is on her way in.
Who?
Lisa. Lisa is on her way in. I
Who?
can't wait to see my little sister. My little sister from another mister. I can't wait to see her. I'm so
Lord have
excited.
mercy on my soul. Where
What?
is
What do
it?
you mean by that? She and
no,
I
I'm
have
looking
a lot
for
of fun.
because I'm trying to figure out why this
Okay.
isn't working.
Because I love ganging up on you with
You
Lisa.
like
It's so
gangbang
much
what?
fun. No, I didn't say that.
wanna gangbang
I
what?
did not say.
You just said something about
Seriously,
gangbangs.
Jace,
Did
help
you,
me out
Did you
here.
not hear her
Please
say she
smack
just like a
him. Yeah.
gangbang with me?
No, I did
I'm
not
married,
say
all right?
that.
You cannot say that thing. on the radio.
My sympathies to Linda. Seriously. Wow.
Listen.
Okay.
All right? I'm really good.
It's snowing in the UK. Heather, really? Dress warm.
Wow.
Yeesh. Yee.
Oh,
Wow.
it's snowing. Look outside, Oliver. It's snowing outside. I say, head over to the palace. Philip, look, call Harry.
You know what? I wouldn't blame
Call Harry.
iJuice Radio if they said,
Call
you know,
Harry.
just turn that hyena
Call
down.
Harry and Eugenia.
Seriously?
Eugenia.
Eugenia?
That's Prince Andrew's daughter. Eugenia.
Yes, and Princess
I say, Philip.
Sarah Ferguson's daughter as well.
Not quite that often. We got snow
Really?
here.
Are you serious? Stop it
Done
now.
again.
Stop it.
Let's see.
Stop
I'll
it.
call.
Stop
Let's
it
call
now.
Paul McCartney up and say, hey.
Hey, my girl is here. Come here.
Hi,
Hello.
Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hi. How
Lisa's
are you?
here. Oh, we're just talking about England. Mike's here too.
My girl is here. Mike's here.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a full house. Except for Janet. Except for Janet. Hi, Mike.
I think we're working. Well, you see now, here's the deal. We're
I
shown.
feel good.
Here's the deal,
Yeah.
Jason. We're being shown. We're being shown as on, and then when you go to click on it, it could be something with stream.
It could be.
You know, I think it might be because I'm looking at I'm looking at it and it's showing me the picture of it, and then when you go to hit the channel, maybe they don't like us.
Is he still talking? I'm just looking at you taking.
I
you
don't know.
in. Oh, it's so good to see you.
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm like a little Girl Scout. I'm always prepared. Yeah. Are you still growling? Look, we've got a full house today. I'm so excited. Okay, let's rock and roll, Cop and Crew.
Well, you know what?
What?
Like I said, the best laid plans of mice and men always taken in the end.
Yeah, what? No.
Because like now, you know,
jeez.
I was doing very well, and then
Yes.
stream didn't work, and all that other nonsense. So if you're gonna, I guess you're gonna have to.
Did you start it with the
no,
things
no,
are going to go well today?
Oh, shut up. Anyway, police say a Texas woman attempting to hide evidence during an arrest by. Let me start again.
I always see you.
Police say a Texas woman attempted to hide, not attempting, attempted to hide evidence during an arrest by defecating in her pants and using the feces to conceal the drugs.
What?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
stop.
Let me turn Lisa's mic on. Good
No,
morning,
can't
Lisa.
deal,
Good
can't
morning.
deal. No.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yuckers.
All right, let me get Mike on here too.
I didn't hug you yet.
No, you didn't. I know. Where's Mike?
Mike
Say
is
hi.
I don't know.
Mike's
Where
right
am I?
here.
Mike, you're going to be
Mike's
coming in.
right there.
You're going to be coming in here in just a little bit, anyway. So.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, so this woman took a poop in her pants. I can't say the S word anymore.
No, you can't.
Officers in Corsicana, about 55 miles. Did you know that 55 miles south of Dallas could also be considered 88 kilometers?
No, and I don't care.
Okay. Anyway, so she's 55 miles
Metric
south.
system.
She's 55 miles south of Dallas. Okay. And
Are we talking about the poop stories
Yeah, they were
still?
No, we're
reporting.
talking
this
about
is,
the TV
This is
show
ABC
Dallas.
News coming over the wire here. Okay. So they're reporting a theft of theft at a grocery store.
Yeah.
When they attempted to subdue a female suspect and take her into custody. They placed Shannon Martin.
What?
Shannon Martin, her name was, in the back of a police cruiser where they say she intentionally took a poop in her pants, then hit a crack pipe, 2.3 grams of crack cocaine, and a Valentine's Day card in her excrement. I would hope that I wouldn't be the boyfriend that she was giving that card to. Anyway, they had to sift through the woman's feces to retrieve the evidence after she was booked on charges of tampering with evidence and possession of a controlled substance.
She tampered with. How do you? Oh, I don't even want to go there.
She
Stop.
tampered with
I
her
don't even
feces.
know what to say.
She
Yeah, I
tampered with
agree.
evidence.
Truly,
anyway. Yeah.
truly, yuckers.
Wasn't there somebody that drove somewhere and wore like a Depends? Because
Yes.
she had a mission.
That was
she
an
was going
astronaut.
to shoot somebody.
That was an astronaut
She wanted to shoot
who was
somebody
married
or-
to another astronaut who was cheating on her. Now that is true love right there. If you have a woman that is willing to travel X amount of miles wearing a diaper
Like
to
hell.
kill somebody for
Maybe
you.
that's what I should do when I'm driving from Florida.
Ew.
I'm
Stop
gonna-
right now.
Picture somebody in
next
your
time- right
mind.
now.
Hey, next time Lisa leaves,
Seriously?
next time she travels like this distance, we're going to call the FBI and tell them we have this thing that this woman is traveling down to Florida with intentions of killing people.
Oh my God.
Get her pulled, get her pulled. No, we wouldn't. do
I
Are
gotta tell you,
What is?
I'm gonna tell you something.
What?
I
Tell
have
me
a
something.
rant, and,
Yeah.
and I'm not a big ranter. Maybe sometimes.
I knew somebody that had a ranch. They had cows and chickens. They had and then horses on this ranch.
No.
Oh, that's a ranch.
That's a
I'm sorry,
ranch.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Like the dressing.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I drive.
I wonder if they named it after that. Do you think they named the ranch after the dressing or the dressing after the place where you have? Never mind. Anyway, go ahead.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's a Mr. Ranch and he named his dressing Ranch.
That's true.
What
Could
came
be.
first, the house or the
Somebody
dressing?
shoot me now.
Chicken or the egg?
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
go ahead. So what's your rant there, baby cakes?
Okay.
Baby cakes.
You know, Siri calls me Sweet Cheeks.
Sweet cheeks?
But whatever.
Sweet cheeks.
Who calls you sweet cheeks?
Siri.
She must know you well, huh?
Siri's a slut. Anyway, go
Hope
on.
she's talking about your face.
Look at Jay.
So I drive 1,000 miles.
He was opening his mouth. He wanted to say something. He stopped himself. Go ahead.
Wow, look at the inside of his cheeks with his mouth
what's
open.
with the potholes here?
The
On the
train.
Long
Oh my
Island.
God.
Oh, my
On
gosh.
the what?
can't-
Wait a second. On the
Oh.
what?
The
On the what?
stinking,
No, the what? On the what?
On the
Long
Long
what?
Island.
On the what?
the Long Island.
Long,
potholes.
yeah,
That's
being
she's,
funny.
she's back. Go
Okay,
ahead.
what in the world? Because I can't.
You know-
I had the Jeep and I was a little daring. Potholes, not a big deal. I have a Elantra, a Hyundai Elantra.
Yeah.
It's
A
dainty.
what? She have a what?
A
It's dainty.
Hyundai Elantra. It's
No,
dainty.
you said Elantra.
And I want to know. I have to
It's
zigzag.
dainty. Did she just say it's dainty?
dainty.
There's no such thing as a dainty. It's a
It's a
piece.
dainty
It's
car.
a
It
frame.
It almost sounded like something you would
It's
order at like a
dainty.
Starbucks.
Compared
Can
to
I
the
order
Jeep
a
I
Hyundai
had,
Elantra,
Can I have, a,
please?
can I,
It's
can I have a dainty
dainty.
Elantra? What? Okay, it's dainty. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I not one pothole between Florida and even New Jersey was not that bad.
Yeah.
You hit Long Island, and it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You have to zigzag as you drive.
And the worst is out east, because now that I'm working in East Hampton,
Yeah.
I noticed the roads are horrible there. I mean, I thought they were bad
Listen,
here, but
I'm
they're
not-
almost,
I'm
some of
not-
them they're not even paved.
Well, this is what we pay. What I think, you know, what I think we're mistaken because I thought that it was that we pay all this tax money so that they fix the roads. I believe what it is they pay them to make the holes in the roads so that the car manufacturers
Yeah.
and the mechanics get more work.
I thought the same way.
Absolutely, I'm telling
I
you.
thought the same. Listen, I'm going to tell you something.
I'm listening.
I'm not a road maker.
You're not a what?
Road maker.
A road maker. She's not a. Oh, road maker.
Where we're
okay.
going, we don't need roads.
We don't need roads.
So
Good.
pretty.
All they
Ooh,
need
hold
to
on,
do,
hold on. Wait. Lesbian activity.
All they need to do is just
Where you
use,
going, Jay?
use a road
Come on, Jay. You want to watch?
stuff
I like to
that
watch.
will last more than a year, more than a
Stop.
season.
I'm hearing somebody's got a phone on.
It's Blondie.
Sorry.
Tanya.
I
Hate that.
Come on, guys.
God.
Look at Helen, then look at a picture of Tanya
Tanya
Harding.
looks like crushed up something that I can't say.
Well, there you go.
Not this one. She does not look like Tanya.
She does.
Thank you.
Helen Harding.
Bonnie Hunt, yes.
Helen Harding.
You look like Bonnie
H
Hunt.
squared.
You are such a
Bonnie who? What'd you call her? A what?
Bonnie Hunt.
And you don't want to do that again.
Just
Wait.
kidding.
Back
just
to
kidding.
the roads.
Are
Go
these
ahead.
are these
All-
real names?
Go
Yeah.
back to- back
All
to-
they need to do is make a road that will last more than a season. Use material that will last the elements out there.
I definitely
Come
agree
on.
with you.
What a concept.
What in
a
the
con-
world?
If we could put a man on the moon, why can't we have adequate roads?
Yeah.
I
that
did
will
not
last.
angry drive not once yesterday until I hit Long Island.
Long what?
Somebody actually planted flowers in a pothole, actually, and she got in trouble for it. And this happened about a month ago when somebody did it in New York City. They were
In the city. They did it in the
planting
city.
plants, yeah, which is not a bad thing because
got
then you
angry?
can avoid the potholes because
Well,
some of
when
these
it's
potholes
dark
are
and you
ugly
can't
nasty.
see, I don't know. That's my rant.
No, you got a good rant.
Happy
I-
Monday morning to you.
Gosh, wow, happy Monday morning. Damn it, really? Okay.
I almost didn't come, I have to say.
What?
I was
Wow.
so
I
tired.
felt bad for Danny Ray.
But as that's what happens when the batteries die prematurely.
I almost did not make it into
What
the
is
studio.
going on with
I
you
have
guys
to
today?
reword
morning,
my
Helen.
words.
Good
Lord,
morning.
man.
Wow.
Jeez.
What in the world? I
Did
can't
you hear
curse.
that?
It's
Did you
very
hear-
hard for me.
No, we can't curse. No, we have to say fudge.
I'm beginning to believe that you're totally against sex.
Who?
Who?
You.
Who?
Do you not like sex?
Who?
Are you not into sex?
It's the
Who?
law of attraction. She's
What?
not attracted
What
to
are you,
it.
an owl?
Yeah, who? Who are
you talking to?
Thank you. See, Lisa said it, but okay. Now you don't say
I
anything to
almost
Lisa.
did not make it into the studio.
I think that's a little better the way you said it.
I know.
So can I be a
they're
proud
being
daddy and share
dumbasses.
something just for a second here?
Yes.
If I could, please. Oh,
Hi,
anyway.
Pauline
Don't
from
tell me
Scotland.
another kid.
Oh, I got to learn a Scottish accent.
still
Sure,
sharing.
I can't do a Scottish. I can do Sharon be going, but that's Irish, so I
Yeah,
can't do
that's
Scottish.
right. Yeah,
You know.
Oh, fiddly
anyway.
dee.
Anyway, all right. So yesterday, they had a thing at Stony Brook University, right, at that college, and what it was this national organization. If you're in football, be it from whatever grade to high school, what they do is they rank you. You do agility tests and all this other type of stuff, and you get ranked. And a lot of the people, the scouts, for colleges and all that other type of stuff, use this organization to be able to look for potential players for their football teams. Anyway, so we brought Martin there, and it was funny because if you know what, it's like you see all these large, how can I say this nicely? All these very big, large
Robust.
high school students, all different races. Let's put it that way, okay? And then all of a sudden, it's like
Ethnically diverse.
yeah. And then you see Martin, right? Well, my kid is not. He's not like he doesn't even flinch. If like we walk in there, he puts his bag down. He walks away from Linda and I, and he walks right into this crowd of guys. Like it's like like he belongs there, which we love. We love the fact that he's independent.
Yeah.
But it's like still, we're at 8 years old. We're trying to keep an eye on our kid. Well, he was very much accepted by the crowd, by these other guys because they called him Little White Boy, And yeah, it was really. But here's the thing: he did when it came to doing push-ups. All right, for push-ups, he did 44 push-ups.
Wow.
All right, they rated him at 44. No, the coach said to me, he says, we've never had and I'm being a proud daddy now. He said, we never had a kid 8 years old do 44 push-ups. Well, what happens at that point is another kid on the team, 10 years old, challenges Martin. And there's actually a video of this. Martin reached 50, after doing the 44, he reached 58 push-ups and then collapsed or went down, and the other kid won. My kid accepted that. He didn't accept. It wasn't like he failed because he said, I didn't fail. He goes, I did 58 push-ups, that type of attitude, Wow. He was in the he was in the quarterback section. They divide the kids up into what position they play. And Martin kept up. Martin was actually throwing the ball, to high school kids, and every time one of the kids Martin would when they were doing the routines and stuff, and Martin would throw the ball, I'd watch the kid grab catch the ball and look at Martin and smile and come over, pat him on the head, or or give him a pump, It wasn't that they said, oh no, I don't want the little kid to play. It was like he really belonged there. He did really, really, really well. And at the end of it all, there had to be about 100 kids, right? All these 100 kids all divided up into teams and things like that. He did this for 5 hours yesterday. This kid was on his feet, literally, doing drills
Wow.
and participating and being rated at 8 years old for 5 freaking hours yesterday. His mother and I were tired, and standing, and it was like we were hurting. Mm-hmm. And at the end of it all, out of, I would say there were 7 quarterbacks there, they chose 3 as what they called MVPs, and Martin was one of them.
Awesome.
And he actually got, you see the picture, he actually got this medal that they gave him that hangs around like a gold medal type thing. It's probably one of the heaviest pieces of metal I've ever seen. And it was really a good quality metal type thing. And it says MVP across it. And, it was.
We hear a phone.
Yep.
Does the metal make that sound?
So he did really, really, really well. So anyway, but
Way to go, proud papa.
He's a
That's
good
cool.
kid.
Good for you, Linda. And you know something? I told you before, Eric. I think Martin's going to do great things. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some amount of confidence and compassion, which
Yep.
You told me last week that one of his friends was being picked on and he stepped up.
Yeah.
yep.
That's what it's all about. I think he's really going to do amazing things. I really do. Congratulations. He should be very proud of himself. Way to go, Martin.
Yeah,
He
well,
did really well.
Cool. Very good. So
All right, so what else we got going on, guys?
what have we got going on? Okay. I have a question. I don't know who's listening, but when you went to college, did anybody go away for spring break? I did years ago. Everybody went down to Florida.
Like spring break amongst your fellow
Were
students?
you wild?
Yes. I was semi-wild, but I wasn't too wild.
Oh, okay.
But I'll never tell. Anyway, but that being said, now Florida might face a backlash because there is a student, David Hogue, that is calling for students to boycott Florida until
I agree.
there is something done about gun control
I agree.
legislation. And it was David Hogue who talked about that. And a CNN poll released on Sunday said that 70% of Americans now favor stricter gun laws. However, when the numbers got to being specific, the numbers varied. But it seems that the tide is turning for getting stricter gun laws, which I think is very interesting. But spring break.
Break.
Spring break could be.
Spring beak.
Spring break could be. I don't think it'll be a thing of the past, but I think it will be lighter down in Florida now because
Well, and I don't
of
think
what
it-
happened.
I mean, I agree with that as far as just specifically for spring break. I like, obviously, Lisa, it's a different case because she lives there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
but I mean, I think just there should be stricter gun laws just throughout the South. And it's
Well,
not just
throughout the
Florida, I
country,
think
yeah.
throughout, I mean, go to New Orleans, go to
Yeah. Yeah.
Carolinas, you know.
Just remember, everybody, we're not in favor of taking away your guns. We're just in favor of gun control. As long as you're not crazy, hang
No,
on
th-
to your
there-
guns.
There needs to be gun control reform, and
Yeah,
they need to do more of an in-depth
Absolutely.
study. I mean, look, we have the right to bear arms, and there
Yeah.
should be stricter gun laws. I mean, mental illness is
Yeah.
obviously a factor, and there's got to be
Hi,
stricter
Stephanie.
restrictions.
Well, you know what? When I was going through the news today, there was a lot of shooting stories, and I didn't want to cover it, and there was just so much going on, and it's just like, oh man, you know, sometimes when you're doing the news, there's just so much of, you know, this kid got shot, this kid got murdered, this person, you know, held up this person. These two women down south, they were held up over the weekend. This guy came in brandishing a rifle. They reached under the counter and they had their two guns and they shot this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It was
you
a
know,
mother and daughter.
Yeah, and the daughter's not going to work there anymore. She said, "I've had enough." Can't blame her.
Let me ask
Lisa.
you.
Yeah.
So we went to the Iceman hockey game on Friday.
Uh huh.
And it's at a stadium where there's metal detectors.
Mm-hmm.
So you have thousands upon thousands of people going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was quick. You
Yeah.
go through
Oh,
quick.
yeah, definitely.
Why aren't we installing those in our schools? How
Don't know.
how is it that hard to have a school that's not thousands upon thousands of people, students, kids walking into that school, just go through a metal detector?
And
I don't
it's
know.
funny because, like, you know, because I went to Bayshore, they only had metal detectors on one occasion, and that was when people were taking the SATs, the PSATs, or the ACTs. And the only reason why they had metal detectors was to make sure students did not have a cheating device
Really?
on
Wow.
them as they were walking through. They never checked for weapons. They
I
never
wasn't
checked for
even
anything.
allowed to bring my pocketbook last year into a stadium. We saw it was a college. It was Seminoles versus Gators. So it was Seminoles school down
Okay.
down more south in
Yeah, yeah.
Florida. I had to bring my pocketbook into the car. I was not allowed unless it was
Wow.
a clear bag that they could physically
Yeah.
see. They don't go through it.
Well-
It's clear bag only.
And Yankee Stadium used to be the same exact way right after 9/11. You could not walk into the arena or a stadium at that point. Like, even if you went to Subways and you had a sandwich, you had to take the sandwich out of the bag. They'd give you a plastic bag, and you had to
Okay.
put it there.
Wow.
They never
Why-
checked it to see what was in that sandwich. You could have had a blade in there for all they knew.
Oh,
And I'm
jeez.
surprised our subways or our trains are not targeted.
Well, down in the subways and the trains, I mean, you know, you've traveled to, you know, into New York City. You know, I'll never forget that. You see the guys in the fatigues, and you see the police officers with their guns and everything. So you get that little bit of feeling of security. But nevertheless, you know, I
Something
think
could
metal,
still happen.
yeah, metal detectors
Yeah.
would be better. But in Livingston, New Jersey, starting I think today, they have in their school district they have police officers now that are going to be there. You know, guarding the kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, this leads.
Can I also just say something that's
Sure.
really weird though?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have been to the family court over here several times
Okay.
because of different issues. You guys know that I have a couple things that I have to take care of.
Right.
One of the things that I've noticed is they tell you you can't take your smartwatch. You can't take your smartphone. They want you to take off your keys so that they can inspect them. I can't have the chain around my wallet, which has been there since I got the wallet, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to cause any damage with a chain that's going to snap if I get it caught in the counter drawer. Okay?
Yeah.
So they make you check all this, but the one thing that they don't often pay attention to is the fact of I carry a handcuff key on my keys, but they don't care about that.
Wow.
Okay, but that's number one. Number two, you can't take in lighters. You can't take in
Okay.
extravagant jewelry. They will make you take your jewelry off. But every single time that I go there and that I have gone there, I take my chain off. I have to take my belt off completely. So I have to hold up my pants as I walk through. not only is it already a huge like safe environment, but I go off every single time, and they tell you, okay, you have to pull up the top of the top of your pants so that they can see the top of your boots. Because I'm always going off because a lot of shoes now have a metal reinforcement that goes through them to keep
Yes.
the shoe straight,
Them
like
Timbs.
especially work boots, like what I wear all the time. And one thing I find very ironic is they say, okay, we have to see your legs or we want to see above your boot and things like that, and you can't have your smartwatch or your keys, but they don't make me pull up my pant legs to my knees where I can be hiding a handgun.
Oh, boy.
They don't come by and wand me.
Mm.
Not to say that I
and-
would intentionally cause problems, but I think it's very ironic that they're spending so much time focusing on you can't have your smartwatch, even though your phone is in your car and it doesn't work past 25 feet. You can't do anything with it. You
Uh-huh.
can't have that with you. You can't take that in there with you. Um, yeah, even Pop says metal shanks and boots. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, I could have a gun under my foot. They don't make you
Lord.
take your shoes off.
And a lot of times the wands are not accurate. I remember, I think back in 2003, I went to a local professional wrestling match with my grandfather. My grandfather, very innocent, but a lot of times he has a tendency to eat an apple and not bite into it. So he usually carries around a little pocket knife, usually attached to his keychain. So we walk through, after waiting in line an hour, go through security, walk through the metal detectors, which didn't pick up this pocket knife. They do the wand on both of us, take our jackets off, do the wand again.
Yeah.
And then, they jokingly say, like, oh, you guys don't have any, guns or knives or anything like that. Of course not. I'm, 12, 13 at the time. He's, in his,